So the opening meditation is a meditation that really plays with the concept of balance. Balance is only a momentary moment. Even a ballerina who can stay on her toe for a very long time is constantly shifting between forward, back, side to side. She's not a statue. So the concept of balance is fleeting. It's infinite. It's has no momentum and it has no direction. So this meditation is going to be used to basically who you are right now, who you are, what you are, why you are, how you are, when you are. And so it has, it plays with balance. I'm going to turn to the side. And so basically what's happening is I'm going to take one foot and I'm going to step back. So my body leans back a little bit. Then, even though there's a step in between here, basically what's going to happen next is your foot is going to go forward into a little lunge. And then you go back to where you started. So let's try that with the same foot just to get a little practice. We step back. We step all the way forward. Lunge. Just a little lunge, like not a warrior, just a little stretch. And then you're going to push so that you can come back together. And let's try that with the other foot now. We're going to step back, kind of rock back. Then that foot's going to come forward into a little lunge. And then back to center. There is one more step in there. So what happens is we step back. We open our arms up wide, like we're grabbing all of ourself. We bring that self into our heart center. And here we're going to do a little balance. I'm going to turn angular. You can either do a little kickstand. You might do tree pose. You might do Shiva, which is in front with the foot kind of bent. Now you're going to fall into your archer. Fall into your archer, your action, your inspiration. The other arm is back. So one arm is pulling back and one arm is going forward. Then all we do from there is we come together, to our feet together, and our palms are together like we're going to drink some cool water out of the stream. All right, so let me stand on my other foot, and we're going to try to do that with our arms and the other foot now. Breathe in, arms open. Gather all that is you. Breathe out to your balance, your momentary moment, no direction, no momentum. Fall into your archer pose. Inspiration, intention, and come back and rest. Hands up, feet together. So I'm going to face forward so we can do that a little bit more together. So breathe in, one foot back, lift up, gather all that is you. Breathe out, hands to heart center and your balance. Fall forward to archer pose. Finger up in the air, thumb up in the air like a thumb up in the air like, hey, thumbs up, good job. Yeah, there you go, up there. So you're looking right at your inspiration, your intention. Then you step back, your two palms come together as if you're going to drink some cool water. Again, next foot, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Other foot. Breathe in, reach up, go back. Breathe out, hands to heart center, balance. Breathe in, archer. Look right into your thumb like it's the sight. Look right past it. Breathe out, hands together. Let's try to do that a few times, 2 times on both sides without me giving directions. I'll just keep doing it. We breathe out and go back. Yep, breathe in. And keep flowing through. One more on both sides. Surrender to your outcome. Breathe in. Last time. Step back. Stretch open your chest. Breathe out to your balance. Breathe into your archer. Intention, action, inspiration. Breathe out, hands together. Release your hands down and just stand for one moment. And just notice the sensation of your physical body, emotional body, mental body, in balance and harmony, grounded and solid. What we're going to do is we're going to take 3 breaths. We're going to breathe in and reach our arms out to the side and gather everything that is blocking us, holding us back from being the best self that we can be, things that are weighing us down. We're pushing them out. We're pulling and clearing and sliding. It's like a cork. I feel like I'm pushing a cork, a plug. It's a clog in my emotional artery. Get rid of it. Push it down. And now we breathe in. I'm going to gather all the things that will give us determination and focus and attention and joy. I'm going to fill that empty space full of that, all that you need to succeed. With one more breath, we'll seal it in. Breathe in. Gather it all, every little bit. And wash it all the way through your body. Breath in and breath out. Feet about just shoulders a little bit apart. We're just going to do a little bit of a pulse. We're going to breathe in, arms up, breathe out, bounce. Breathe in, up, and bounce, city, bounce. There's one little bounce at the end, and then the arms will come up, and then it's like the feet are making the arms work. The arms aren't doing it themselves. It's like the foot is going down, and whoa. Breathe in, up, breathe out, down. Find your own rhythm. Feel solid and grounded, but light on the upper body. The upper body is like air. Pulsing, lifting high, dropping down. Breathe in and breathe out. And slowing that down, finding an ending. And just standing for a moment and noticing how strong your feet feel on the floor. How grounded and stable. Here's where that chair might come into play that you need to use so you have some balance, just so you don't fall over. We're just going to do some leg stretches, leg and feet stretches. So I'm going to hold on to this so that I'm not doing this while I'm teaching you, and I'm just going to feel good that I feel secure, but you're welcome to not use it, and it's up to you. We're going to do some foot flexes just to start. I'm going to show you here. So I'm going to lift my foot up and try to spread my toes open, And then I curl my toes down, and so it's like this. So just do your own pace. There's no, just go up and down. Really work the toes all the way through the ankle. Really make it work. I guess I gotta stand close. Yeah, it might feel a little tight, but the concept of doing it will help us to loosen up. And now we're gonna add a little circle, like we're taking our big toe and drawing a circle around and around. I'm holding my ceiling, Marcia. You could hold a chair. You don't have to hold your arm up in the air. You don't need this. I'm holding my ceiling so I don't fall over. You don't have to do that. No, I'm doing that so I don't fall over, everybody. You don't need to put your hand in the air. You too, Sheila. Yeah, that hand is holding, this is my chair. It just happens to be up in the air. And make circles in the other direction now with your big toe all the way around. And now you can kind of add your ankle and your leg is going around in a circle. I'm going to go back now. In the other direction. And we're going to do some leg swipes. Forward to the back. Crisscross forward. So Sheila, bring that chair a little closer to you. Stand a little closer to it so you can use, good, yeah. And the one leg goes across the body, and then it swings out a little bit behind into the back. So it's a diagonal. Keep going, just a little bit more. You can always do it with two hands on the chair. Figure it out. You don't have to just use one, whatever works for you. Let's just do that a few more times. And bring that foot down. Shake out the other leg. And we'll start with the other foot. We're opening the toes up and lifting up, and then we're pointing down, lifting up, pointing down. Taking away the blockage from our toes all the way up. Like if we have not just physical blockages, but sometimes we have old injuries, which are physical, that cause emotional pain. And we need to kind of release that. You can try to do your ankle at the same time. You're drawing that circle around and around with the big toe. And you could add the leg. It's going around the foot and the knee. And then we could switch and go the other way. Start with just the ankle going around. And then add the foot. And you might have needed to switch your chair because now we're going to do our leg swings. Loosening up and opening up our hips. Let the body open and close with a little sway. Open and close and open and close. And find an end and bring that foot down. Shake out the standing leg. You can release your chair. We're just going to move on into hip circles. Around. Really take slow to start. Knees stay bent the whole time. Naturally, when my hips go forward, my chest goes back. When my hips go back, my chest goes forward. And now we can find it going a little bit faster. Still trying to feel all parts of the circle. Make sure your knees are bent. As if you're holding a ball between them so you don't collapse towards each other or away from each other. And now even a little bit faster. It might get smaller and it's just like in your hips. And we'll slow that down. Stand for one moment. And slowly start your circles in the other direction. Round and round you go. Feel your circle. Knees are bent. Back, body goes back when the hips go forward. They go opposite each other. It might be a very small motion. Doesn't have to be big. But it's smooth. We'll slowly start to pick that speed up just a little bit faster. Smoothing out any stuck points. And now just a little faster, a little smaller. Just really working those hips. The spine is getting more supple. And slow that down. Arms by your side. We'll take a deep breath in. And a breath out. And now we'll just do some twisting. My feet stay flat on the floor. My knees, it's as if I'm holding a ball. So imagine for 1 second, everybody. Put your hands on the inside of your knees. Palms are facing each other. So like as if you were going to clap your hands, but you're not going to. And now you're pushing out with your hands. Push your knees away, but at the same time, pull your knees towards your hands. So you're causing resistance there. And you see how that holds your knees in a solid place. So when I come up now and I start to do my twisting, you see very little changed in how my knees are still holding that ball. Just get very loose. Feel curvy, feel smooth, feel supple, but yet feel grounded. Feel solid in your feet. Make sure the action is coming from your feet. Like you're pushing your feet, and it pushes my body to spin. Use your feet. And slow that down and come to the center. We'll interlace our fingers, and so we're holding our hands like this. And we're going to just try to make the number 8. It's like I'm making a figure 8. But I'm not using, only really just trying to use mostly my wrists. So my arm is moving a little bit, but I really don't want the arm to be moving a lot. So you can see my arm is not doing too much. Yeah. And it's like I'm leading with my thumb. So it's my wrist turning down and over. And now for a little bit trickier, try to draw the 8 with your pinkies. It's like opposite, very odd. But it's good to go the other way. Now release your hands, shake them out. We're going to do a little, kind of a flamenco warm up here in a sense. We're going to be doing some arm work with our flamenco, building up our shoulder strength, the strength of our chest muscles and our back muscles, the solidity still resting in our hips. So we're going to do where we're going to reach forward, and my pinky is up on the top. So I'm reaching forward like this. Then what happens is my hand reaches back like as if it's going to touch the back of my arm. Don't move your arm, just move the wrist for a second. Then the hand goes down. I see my palm, but then I'm going to open it up so you can see my palm. Then I'm going to pull my palm towards my wrist. Hand goes down and around. I see the back of my hand. That's kind of like the crane's beak. And then I open my hand up. Yeah, try the other hand now. We'll start with it pressing against the wall. It comes in towards the wrist. It goes down, around, and open. and in, down, around, and open. Two hands. It's like we're, have your elbows bent. I'm going to turn over. I feel like I'm an omega. Huh, omega, right? So that's what I feel like with my arms, but here they are in front of me, but I'm still in omega. See, here my arms are here, and now my arms are here. Same thing. And I bring my hands towards each other, and I roll them down and around and open. Palms are facing me now. There you go. Good. Back towards the wrists. Turn the wrist down, around, and open. Again, one more time. In, down, around, and open. Good. And in, down, around, and open. Good. Shake out your hands. Here we go. Let's do some side to side hips. Just giving our hips a little separation for a moment. Okay. So we're going to play with the same concept of rocking back, but we're only going to do the forward. We're going to rock forward and push back. My feet are a little bit blocked. I'm going to step forward, have a little lunge, and then I push and I come back. I go forward and lunge, push and come back. Good. Forward and lunge, push and come back. And now we're going to take our hand. We're going to reach forward, twist around like a doorknob, and pull it back. And reach, twist, and pull. Reach, twist, and pull. Reach. Nice using your hips, still beautiful. Now reach up like you're grabbing an apple. Reach up high and bring it down. Reach up high and bring it down. Reach up high and bring it down. One more time. Reach up high and bring it down. And we're going to try to make a little circle with our hips as we go around. And I'm rolling my hands in, and in. So my hands keep coming in towards me and around. In. Now I'm going to try to go the other way. So I'm just turning around in a nice circle. You can also stay straight. You don't have to turn. Yeah, that's good. Just go when you get to the other side, try to go the other way. Just so you can try your own thing. I'm kind of pivoting on one of my feet. So here I'm leaving my right foot, and I keep pushing my left foot, and it's going around in a circle. So one of my feet isn't moving until I go the other way. And now the arms can rise high. So they go above the head while you're rolling your hands. Yeah, and around the other way. And slowly bring your hands down. We'll sweep out and pull it back. Sweep out. We're getting a little crisscross with our body. My left arm is reaching over to the right, and I sweep over to the left. Then the other side, across, twist, and pull. Again, across and pull. And again, across and pull. Breathe in here. Breathe out when your hand slides. Breathe in. And now roll your shoulders. All the way forward, up to the ears, all the way back together, down, up to the front. Squish them together like you're trying to be right up to the ears, down in the back. Pull the shoulder blades together. Go the other way. Squeeze them together. Lift them up to your ears the back way. Around to the front. Pull them together. Down you go. Yeah, again, one more full circle. Up, around, and down. Hands on your shoulders, feet are out a little bit. We have us a little bit of a twisting. Once again, keep your knees solid. Breathe into the left and out to the right. Into your left, out to your right. Feel the twisting in your waist and the strength in your feet. Let your head go. And find an end for that. Let your hands rest down by your side. We'll bring our palms together. We've done this before. We'll step our feet out a little bit. We'll have our knees slightly bent. And we're just going to start to swim. I'm trying to make it as graceful and light as you can. I really dive down. I lift my hands towards the ceiling. Then they start to press down. My elbow goes high as one elbow goes low. It's helping to stretch out my sides, my shoulder, my ribs. And I'm pushing with my feet. So my whole body is active. It's not just my hands or just my arms. And the hands swim towards the ceiling. And up at top, they're reaching up like you're making that figure 8 with your fingertips. Draw an 8 on your ceiling. And slowly bringing it down, back to chest height. And slowing that down. Bringing your hands to heart center. Pushing them a little bit harder together so you're creating some force. And release your hands down. We're just going to do some single arm circles. So I'm going to reach my arm up and I'm going to drop it back. Up and back. I'm going to use, so my body's going to turn. I'm going to let my body turn. It opens up as the arm goes back. And it twists back front when the hand comes towards the front. And really think about it being that your shoulder is what's making the action happen. And one more circle in this direction, and then we'll go in the other direction. So it's going to go up to the back and fall down. It's like the arm isn't really doing anything. It's the body is whipping it up and whipping it down. Really helping to open up the side of your breast area into your armpit, your shoulder, your neck, your ribs, your chest. And one more circle. We'll let that arm go. Just notice how long it might feel, how loose and heavy it might feel in comparison to your other arm. And then we'll start the other way, arm up and arm down. Up and down, up. I don't remember which direction I started with in the other side. And once again, my chest is opening when my arm goes back and coming back forward. So I have a nice little chest thing happening. Maybe I can turn this way. One more circle in this direction. And round we go, the other way. Really use your shoulder to make the action. Don't make it your hand. Your hand is just incidental. And one more in that direction. And let your hands come down. And we'll just do some lazy neck rolls. Nice and careful. I ride my chin up my collarbone. I look to the side. I draw a big arc with my chin up to the ceiling and over to the other side. Chin down along the collarbone, and a couple more circles at your own speed. Nice and smooth. Don't go into any ouchy points. Definitely, if you come to a point that hurts, back away from that. Back away from your effort. And when you come around this last time, we're just going to switch into the other direction. Take a nice slow one to start so you really feel, make sure every part is safe. Actually, try bringing your teeth together. So hold your teeth gently together and do a few more circles. And then you can release that, release your jaw, and we're just going to start to shake. So you want your feet to be glued to the ground. Don't let your heels come up and down. Just have your feet flat on the floor, and your knees are going up and down, up and down. Your arms are going up and down. Just letting everything go. Maybe do some sighing breath, so you breathe in with your nose. And sigh it out. Breathe in. Maybe add a little twisting into that going. Keep shaking, keep shaking. Shake any part that you haven't moved yet. Get as loose as you can. And maybe now start to lift your heels up and start knocking your heels down on the floor. So you're getting a little more impact. Heels going up and down, up and down, up and down. Keep going, just a few more moments. You could even start walking around if you wanted. Just pick your foot up and do it side to side. Keep going. And ready? Freeze. Stand completely still. And just notice once again the grounded sensation on your feet. The long, tall body. The physical, mental, and emotional bodies coming together to create that perfect yoga. Breathe in and breathe out. So we're going to start a little flow now where we're going to bring our feet together in a gentle V shape. So if these were my feet, this is what my feet look like. They don't look like this. I'm not trying to be in ballet class. I just want a nice little V shape with your feet. We're going to bring our hands to our lower belly. And we're going to stand in grace, with poise, and take on the traits of a crane. The beautiful bird standing still by the edge of the lake. Even with both legs down, it could look like one leg. And it has absolute patience and inner strength, quiet strength. So we're going to breathe in, rise our hands up towards our chest. And then as we breathe out, our hands will descend, this palm still face up, like you're holding two little gentle cups in each hand. Breathe in up, the beautiful bird just standing by the edge of the lake. And breathe out, tall and graceful. Again, in and out. In. When you're ready, patience, slow and quiet. We're now going to switch our hands so they look, you take your middle finger and your ring finger so they're a little bit lower than your other fingers. Oh, who did we just lose? Jamie. I'm not sure what happened there. So that's there she is. So the ring and the middle finger are kind of going to be just a little bit lower than the other fingers. So it's like kind of like a reverse Dr. Spock. Yeah. Back to our V with our feet. And now we're just going to have halfway. We're going to breathe in and then breathe out. Once again, the graceful bird. The shoulders, lift the elbows, lift the wrists, lift the fingers. The fingers are then pulled down by the shoulders, bringing everything down. Breathe in. And breathe out. Feeling tall and graceful, strength. Now we're going to add a subtle bend of our knees. And I'm just going to show you from the side, because when we bend our knees, I'm just going to sit down enough that my body stays exactly where it is. Once this happens, my chest is now forward and my bottom is out. So it's just a gentle sitting, because now my chest didn't move and my bottom didn't move either. So it's a very small and controlled motion. And so we're going to just use regular hands. Oh, no, sorry. It's crane's beak. So we take all of our fingers and we touch our thumb to the fingers, and then we bend our hands down. So not too hard, but you're going to have that's your crane, beak, and neck. And that's what we're going to use when we bend our knees. So we breathe in, bend our knees, lift our beaks up. And then we have that little thing with the middle finger and the ring finger together as we float down. And our knees come together. Crane's beak and neck up. And crane palm, we'll call it, as you come down. Again, breathe in, crane, and out. Beautiful slow dance of the crane as it floats through the air. And now we're going to breathe in, arms up. Try to rise up onto your toes. And breathe out, come down and hug. And you can turn your feet forward and hug your knees. Breathe in, up to the toes, flying free, and down. Bringing the wings down, getting very small. Breathe in, fly up, and float down. One more time. Breathe in, fly up, and come down. Come to stand in neutral, and just take a breath in, and a breath out. All right, so we're going to do a little double touch activity. So there's two ways you can do it. I'm going to show you the full way, and then I'll show you a way to do it so if your balance feels a little off today. What's going to happen, I'm just going to show you both sides in a sense, is I breathe in, and my arms are going to float up, and my knee, I'm going to turn maybe at an angle, my knee would come up. So I'm halfway. My arms are halfway. Then I bring that same foot down. I shift my weight a little bit, but now I'm going to go back up on the same foot, and the arms are going to come above the head, and the wrists are going to touch above the head, and then you're going to come down. And that will be. If your balance feels a little wonky, you can just pick your toe up on your heel up on the floor and just keep your toes on the floor. Or just pick your heel up a little bit. So that would look like this. I'll do the other side like that. I shift my weight a little. I breathe in. I'm lifting my heel up. And then I breathe out. I put my heel down. Then I breathe in. I pick my heel up. And my hands are going to go over my head. And they come down. And the heel will come down. Or the knee, mattering what you're working with. Does everybody feel good about that? Okay, so here we go. Shift our weight. Breathe in. Heel or knee. Breathe out, foot down. And to the same side, shift back over. Pick that foot up. And hands go all the way up. And then they come down. And now we'll shift. Shift over to the left. Modified version, hands up. Hands down. Modified version, hands all the way up and down. And again, we shift to the right. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Shift. Breathe in and breathe out. Hands halfway the first time, and now they go all the way up. Let's do one more on both sides. We'll shift over, hands and knee halfway. Breathe in and breathe out, they go down. Shift back over to the right, left leg up, hands all the way up, and they touch at the back of the wrists, and they come down. Last time on this side, we'll breathe in, halfway, breathe out. Breathe in all the way, and breathe out. And once again, we'll fly. Breathe in up, and breathe out down. Breathe in up, and down. Breathe in up. A few more times at your own speed, like 3 more of them. Let's all do one more. Breathe in, up. And breathe out, down. Bend your knees when you go down, Jamie. Squeeze up into a little ball, like this. There you go. Try one more so you get, whoops. Try one more so you get up. And then squat down, grab your knees, and try to give yourself a little hug. Try to put your bum down towards your ankles. Yeah, as much as you can, obviously. Your body's different than my body, but I'm just saying, like, that's the intention. Okay, we're going to do another one, another flying one. So I'm going to shift my weight to the right. I'm going to pick, now this time I'm only going to do a little kickstand. I'm going to pick my heel up a little bit. So I'm not going to be picking my foot up in this part of the activity. So what happens is, I shift to the side, I pick up my heel, then I'm going to bend down as if I'm going to like scoop something off the ground. I crisscross my arms without touching. They come up over my head, which is called parting clouds. And when I get up to the top, that's when I pick my foot up. And I would have my balance there, wherever is good for you. And we put that down. Shift over to the left. Pick up the right heel. Breathe in. Breathe out, bend down. Breathe in, up. And breathe out, hold your pose, your asana. Breathe in. Heel goes up. Breathe out. Cross your beautiful wings. Lift your beautiful wings to the sky and open up. And come down. Breathe in. Shift and lift your heel. Breathe out. Lift. Spread your wings. Lift your foot. Balance. That momentary action. Feel yourself wiggling on your foot. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It keeps moving. And down we go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Rise up. Foot up. The moment of balance. And one more on both sides. Breathe in. Breathe out. Scoop and lift. Knee up. Balance. Or just your heel up. Whatever works for you. One more on this side. Switching sides. Right. Breathe in. Heels up. Breathe out. Bend over. Breathe in. Rising up and balancing. Just noticing that moment of no momentum, no direction. And breathe out, put your foot down. And once again, we'll fly. Breathe in, up and down to squat. Breathe in, up. At your own pace. It can be fast, it can be slow, whatever makes you feel like you could take flight. And everybody, one more. And rising up. We have one more balance to do. So this is a back balance. We've done a forward balance. Now we're going to do one where our foot goes behind us. So when it goes behind us, it could be something like this, where I just slide my foot a little behind me and I keep my toe on the ground. Or I could lift my foot up. It will be how you feel about it. So what happens is, one hand on top of the other hand, right? Breathe in. Breathe out. Bend down to the water. Breathe in. Arms up above the head. Breathe out. Hands float down. They swing a little to the back. And you lift up your left foot or your right foot, whatever it is. Breathe in. Oh, sorry. Breathe out. I got to get the breathing right. I apologize. So hold on. Let me just turn this down. So the breathing is, we start here, breathe in. Breathe out when we go down. Breathe in when we go up. I shift a little bit to the right. Breathe in as your arms swing back. Breathe out, hands together and down. There's a little bit of a flow there. Breathe in up. Shift over to the left. Breathe out, hands back, foot back. Breathe in, the hands come together, the foot steps, and you bend a little. Just let the hands go down. Breathe out all the way up. Breathe out, shift. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time on both sides. In, out, in, out, in. Hand comes down, and one last time. Fly away, beautiful cranes. Beautiful, graceful, rooted and centered, strong and supple, flexible, unstuck. And one last time. Up we go. And down. Hands will come to your bellies. And let's bring our feet closer together. I'm just going to put this song back on while we're to listen to it. Because our beautiful cranes are going to fly to the moon. Little Nina Simone. So hands on the belly, feet are close together. And just let your body shift. You can close your eyes. Just sink into the sensations of your body, your mind, and your heart. Step your feet a little bit wider apart. We'll make some circles in our belly. I go down the left and up the right. I put my warm, hot hands on my tummy. My hands are very warm. Take a deep breath in. And a big long sigh. Release your hands, shake them out a little bit. Okay, everybody, that was class. Thank you so much all for being here.
Oh, I needed that.
Please unmute yourselves and
Thank
chat
you.
for a moment.
Really, really
I just want
good.
to remind you there is no